transparent and talk to each other. So I was fighting for that.
For real, last night, just listening to them and hearing how hard they've been fighting for it made me feel like I need to get my ass out there more.
They also say even if you're not going out there marching for the cause, you can help the people that fight for black girls.
Yeah, we back.
And I want to use my...
At the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully. They've got to feel good about how things have started.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Probably mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On second down now, it's Henry, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's third down now. Here's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by...
Good pick, baby.
But deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers.
What the
So what kind of dudes are you interested in?
Yo, that's because your guy was bumping me the whole time on the other side of the field. That's why.
Yeah. Everybody thinks that I'm gorgeous.
That's crazy.
Very fine, eye-candy specimen of a woman.
So you have a restaurant. They said you had a restaurant, right?
When you come down there, we'll take you to the restaurant. You won't go to the restaurant. Everybody go to the restaurant. Now, Fizz and April, they ain't even vibing no more. So it's going to be a little humble for me looking at the chicken out. See you working out.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I like to see you working out. I like to see women working out. Let me explain something to you, baby. I am not your landlord. I will not evict or keep no out of your past. My only concern is your future, and I'm here to save you. I get accused of being sarcastic when they're my age or younger, but no disrespect. You probably was skinny in school, wasn't you? Now you got everything and everything in the right place.
I suppose. I don't know how to really read Trick because I feel like what he says is just because he likes me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he finds me attractive. But after what he said last night, I just really feel like you really look at women like that. Like that's not cool. No, thank you.
When I first looked at you, I didn't know what to say to you. I was like, she look Tiger Woodish, like.
Trick ain't for the kids, okay? What does that even mean? I look Tiger Woodish.
She Asian too? Like, what you say to her?
Bro, all you gotta do is just ask me what I'm mixed with. Oh my gosh, it's so simple. I am Taiwanese, Chinese, Mongolian, Native American, and black. Like, it's as simple as that.
You heard her? Bro, damn.
Thank you.
Just continue to look good. I would appreciate it if you would. How about that?
Oh, they are jerking me now. Oh my God.
I'm watching your crowd.
I didn't ask that. I said
all right.
Work out with me one of these days.
In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down.
Good D.
No gain on the play.
Good pushback.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
A second down throw for Rivers. Yep, he rifles.
Oh my God, they're giving you all the bullshit now. Come on.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers.
Yo, I'm pressing the button and then fucking throw the ball. Wow.
I just felt like
wow.
Turn here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic.
So I'm pressing this shit and he starts running up the field. That's when he threw it. That's crazy.
3 drives, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. And trying for Humphries, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And that is
My God.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
I keep doing the wrong shit. Like, I don't know why, and I keep doing it. Nigga was wide open in the corner.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Should have fumbled that.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Yo.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding.
Yo.
2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
My shit ain't up, you said?
We got some street corn. We got some tacos. You did good, B. We family. Let's have a
Oh.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pick.
My share screen is up. It says I'm sharing.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans.
I'm shooting myself in the foot, man. I threw like 5 picks, man. Shit crazy.
All-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he fires one incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on
Oh my goodness. They got to take that out the game. That is so stupid.
Get out of here. Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
They hit it out of bounds twice. Like, come on.
Last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Again, it's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Tannehill. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30.
That was the stupidest thing. Yo.
Henry, 42 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their
Yo, his throwing motion, it takes forever to fucking throw the ball.
changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Throwing, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Oh my God.
Down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Right now. Punching it in from a yard away. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. He's got Burton here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Titans 42.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Go. Check three.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's...
Yo, I bumped him, and they made me still go to the left and everything. I don't know what the hell that was. That was crazy. My fucking line is trash right now. I don't understand why they ain't getting no pressure.
Gostkowski for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff
Yeah, he double tapped me. Made sure I was dead on this one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rivers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense,
Yo, cut your internet off again. Let's run this back again. Oh, man.
From the 34 now.
Fuck, man. Some bullshit. Nigga flipped the switch on a nigga.
Is no match for bounce. With bounce,
you love your pets, and with no less. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Colts 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56. Colts 24.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, here's Tannehill, rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Titans 63.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On third down, here's Taylor. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Tannehill to a knee, and that on the
good game.
This ball game.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they